Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. I was practicing my martial arts skills, and of course, some of you people are wondering why am I dressed up like this. Is because I'm practicing the skills I'm learning all of a sudden. And of course, I do enjoy martial art films, and that's what got me into doing this. And of course, the topic of the movie for today is actually a video game. I'm going to be talking about two movies based from the video game. And the video game was a big franchise ever since I was a little kid. And the franchise I'm going to be talking about is Street Fighter. Now, I heard somebody's making the movie based from the game. And I was kind of excited about it. But ever since I saw it, I was like, ugh, can't believe it. And of course, starring here, Raul Julia, Bayango Dios, Mr. Julia. He did a pretty good performance before he died. But one thing that really bugs me is Jean-Claude Van Damme. How the heck did he get an acting career? I'll never know. Anyway, the action was good, but the movie, I mean, they just mess things up. That's the problem with Hollywood. If they want to make a movie based from a video game, why do they always have to make things up just to make it interesting? It was a lot better if it was based from the game and not something made up by some jerk. Like, hey, I got a good video game. Let's do a movie of it. No, wait, I got a better idea. How about I take something from the video game and make something different? And they did it again when they made this. Street Fighter, Legend of Chun Li. And, the problem is I don't see this actress as Chun Li. I don't. At all. I mean, most people remember her as Lana Lang on Smallville, but this movie, she's not as, she's cute, but not attractive enough to be like Chun Li. I mean, heck, the actress who played Chun Li in this movie was more attractive than she is, and not many people know that she did the voice of Mulan on that Disney cartoon Mulan. Surprising, huh? Now the movies aside, let's get to the game. Now, I didn't have a Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis to play those games, but as I got a PS2, this came out. Capcom Fighting Classic. And this one has the original game of Street Fighter 2. And it was the game that got it so popular. I tried it. I played it. I had a ball. It was really fun. In the game, you play this Kung Fu master who goes by the name of Ryu. And what you do is you just fight your own way through the tournament, battling against... But you don't always play Ryu. You also play Chun Li. You also play Ken, Guile, and... Dhalsim, Zangief, and E Honda, like the car. And a little shocker there, the boxer named Balrog, he was named M. Bison, referencing to Mike Bison, like Mike Tyson, but the game came out the same time as that rape charge on Mike Tyson. So that's why they changed the name, and now the ruler is no longer called Vega. Now that name belongs to that Spanish ninja, while the ruler gets the name M. Bison instead. They changed a lot of names. And then I tried this one. They made a second volume of this, and it was pretty good. And of course, surprisingly, Street Fighter 1 was in it. And I'm starting to realize why the second game was a lot more popular. Why the second game was a lot more popular than the first game. Because the first game was kind of slow. You don't pick your fighters. You play Ryu, but you don't play other characters. You can play Ken, but only on the second player part. And all you do is you just fight your way from all the fighters throughout the world until you get to Sagat. And now in the second game, he is Bison's right-hand man. And then I kept on collecting other ones. Like I got this one, the Anniversary Edition. It was like the 15th anniversary edition of it. And surprisingly, Street Fighter 3 was in it. I tried it. Pretty awesome. New characters, new fighters, new bad guy. And of course, in this game, it has an animated movie that it was more truthful to the actual video game than those other movies made. And then all of a sudden, 3D came about, and I got this for PlayStation, called Street Fighter EX Plus A. And it's a 3D animated Street Fighter game ever made. It was pretty good. I mean, it's pretty awesome to see all those 2D fighters all of a sudden becomes 3D now. It's pretty awesome. And then I played this one, EX Part 3 Street Fighter, where it's another 3D version. And then all of a sudden, I came across this. When I got my PlayStation 3, I played this. PlayStation 4. The song in the game was awesome. I always kept dancing into that game. Dancing to that song. And of course, the game was interesting. It had a bit of a backstory into it. All in all, I guess Street Fighter will never end. It will keep going popular as always. And surprisingly, a lot of the fans, if you go to YouTube, you can find fan-made movies and videos that most of the fans have made. And they made one, it was more truthful to the actual video game than those other movies. And it was called Street Fighter Assassin Fist, where it points towards Ryu and Ken, and of course talking about their master, and also this bad guy. Besides Bison, there's also a bad guy named Akuma, who has the same fighting skills like those two, but he also come up against the Raging Demon ability, the most darkest evil ability ever, and he's supposed to be Ryu's father. Big shocker there. And I guess Street Fighter would go on forever, because now I hear that there is a Street Fighter 5 going to be coming up soon. I would like to try that game out one of these days. But anyway, this is my show for the day. Origato for all of you who are watching. And stay tuned, because the second one I'm going to be talking about, Mortal Kombat.